Hmm? Hello everyone, and welcome back to TNG Adventures. As you can see, this is my first live, and I'm not sure how many people are going to join, or if anybody's gonna join, but as the title states, today we're gonna take my custom Marauder 4x4 in this Johnson Valley. So we've got this one right here, and I'm probably going to start somewhere around the highway, and we're gonna drive from there a little bit on pavement, and then we'll go off-road, and hopefully we'll find some rocky terrain in order to test if the Marauder is really good off-road or not. So I'm gonna get started, because usually while playing BeamNG you lose a lot of time. So let's start, I don't know, on the southern highway. It takes a bit to load because my laptop is pretty slow, but we do have some time, so it's fine. Also, for the first time tonight, you get a sneak peek of my sim rig. It's not done yet. As you saw, I posted one video. As you saw, I posted one video of me repairing the seat that was going to go in the sim rig. This is exactly the seat that I'm sitting in. And yeah, this is the status of the sim rig right now. I've got a lot of parts around here in the room that are going to go on this sim rig, on this gaming rig or sim rig. But for now, you're going to see it like this. Hopefully I'll be able to upload a first video of the build with how I got it up to this point pretty soon, but we'll see when that will be live. As you can see, the sim setup is built out of wood. I've got this Logitech G25 steering wheel. I believe it's got 900 degrees of rotation. Also a manual shifter. with buttons on it, and the pedals down here. I don't think you can really see the pedals, but you have to trust me on that. As you will see in the sim rig build, the pedals have been inverted, so I don't have the original bass anymore. I took the pedals out of the bass and inverted them so that they look more and feel more like real pedals. Yeah, and of course the seat that you saw the video on is a Justy seat, so Subaru Justy. It started being manufactured in 2008 until 2012. That's as a Justy, but before that it was a Daihatsu Sirion. And I've got the driver's seat in the sim rig with all the um, adjustments that the driver's seat has. Our cats are also here somewhere. You probably heard Dove, and they're probably going to come in the video also. But hopefully until then the game is going to load. It does take a lot of time, but usually not this much. So hopefully we can have a live with this game. Okay, so as I told you, this is my custom built D-Series Marauder with the short chassis. You can see the video I posted last week, exactly explaining you how I built this and also showing you how it works on the testing track. Although I believe this is not really the one that, so this is the first one that I built, and unfortunately in that one I forgot to upgrade the cooling system. So the radiator is stock, and with 6.5 or 6.4. Actually, no, I think it was 6.9. I don't even remember. So it's a pretty big engine. It's a V8, and it's tuned to stage 3 all the way. So of course, so much power doesn't really work pretty good with a weak cooling system. But hopefully it's not gonna die. So it's an automatic. You can see sometimes if you press the acceleration a little bit, it just goes back. Right now we're in H4, which means L4 high. So even like that, and with the electronic stability control turned on, it breaks traction a lot. But of course, as you can see, we're driving pretty fast. So. So let me just stop really quick, and I'll try to open the map. I don't remember how the map works on this game. I guess yeah, it's M. Okay, so we're right here, and I believe if we look where that stinky, dinky, rinky, I don't remember how it's called, is. If you remember the mission with the Jeep. Rinky dink, okay. So, which one is this? Let's set route to that. Okay. Now it should show details. To go on the highway all the way, but I don't really want to go through this fence. If we get the clearance. As you can see, the engine is overheating already. But you also saw that the acceleration is really abrupt, so it's kind of expected. I'm hoping it will cool down a little bit. If this thing doesn't cool down, we'll have to use some more time to get in the other way. Anyway, as you can see, that's where we have to get to. and I'm not really liking this smoke. This smoke isn't a good sign for the engine, but yeah. I think the fence is up to here. Offroad. Yeah, as you saw, we got the message that the engine oil is critically low, and something about the head gasket, which makes sense. If you're driving the car while overheating, it's gonna blow the head gasket. So you saw another message that said oil temperature. Okay. So another lesson is that you should watch where you're going when driving. The steering arm. Yeah, and the engine is dead. Engine knocked up. And you can see that Ziva found her way to a good spot for her to sleep in. So let's go to the garage. I should have done this before the live because loading stuff up takes a lot of time, but we're gonna do it live. And this way you can see also how much time you lose if you don't have a good system to play with BeamNG. So I have to go to the garage and find my setup for the Marauder and save it as the default car. Then when we start the game, we're gonna get the one that we want. You can see this pretty face. She doesn't care if the Marauder blows up. Also doesn't care if we lose some time because she'll get some time for herself. Okay, so let's see. I think it's here in my cars. It's the Gabriel D-Series, and I believe it's this one. Let me see. Here in parts, we should have a racing radiator installed. Radiator, yeah, here, radiator support. Actually, it's a performance radiator, not racing radiator. But that's the highest we can go on that. And yeah, it's a 6.9 liter V8 engine. Also, I set this one up to stage 2 performance long block and stage 1 supercharger. Actually, I'll go with the stage 2 supercharger and I'll save it. Okay, and I'll test. Hopefully it will go. Probably not to the test track, but we'll see. Yeah, actually I should have set it up as a default car, not test it, but we'll see what happens right now. So as you can see on the stream today, we're using the free option from StreamYard.com. I believe they are streaming. I don't know, streaming. How's it called? Streaming company. I don't know. Yeah, so we got to this testing track. I don't want to go to the testing track. Not sure, so I pressed set default like that, but I'm not sure if that sets my car as default. And we go again and load the Johnson Valley. This time I don't think I want to start at the South Highway. We'll start, well, Northern Highway is opposite from where we were, so also not that good. Now let's start at this gas station, yeah, the default. So whenever you come into the live, feel free to ask questions. I believe there's a chat on YouTube. Ziva really loves being pet. I think you can hear her purring. No. I'm not sure what kind of engine she has, but it's a pretty sweet one. So yeah, now we have to wait for the game to load again. I'm hopefully going to get to getting a new computer which will make everything faster and also with better graphics. Okay, so let's look at the map again. Okay, so we're right here, and we need to get to here, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so the route is the same, but of course we're just gonna cut across. The same engine, but I believe I also reduced the the red area of the rev counter, and also I set the limiter, so this is the limiter a little bit lower, and the time when it cuts it is much shorter, so that so let's switch to you can see ESC beeping, which means losing traction, and the car is trying to regain traction. You can see we still have a lot of acceleration. This was like 5% or 10% of the acceleration value, and we are already at 100 miles per hour, 110. So I got off here somewhere. The car is driving off-road. Let's see. There is a road here. Yeah. So yeah, this is rear-wheel drive. I always like to try to go as far as possible in rear-wheel drive. But of course, at some point you have to go into four-wheel drive. But here you have to really be careful because there are a lot of rocks, and if you hit one too hard, you're going to destroy something. So I'll try to go on this peak. So as I was telling you about the rocks. We have off-road power steering. You see, the steering wheel turns so easily. So let's lock the front diff. Of course, in real life it's not that easy because in order to see whatever we're looking at right now, you have to get out of the car. And usually the way you see in real life while driving is like this. So you don't get a lot of information. It's always good to have a front cam or something. Or a spotter. Yeah, that's also good. Right now, I'm not sure is there a rock in front of us. Let's go into low and local diffs. Okay. So that didn't go as planned. As I told you, if you're not careful enough, it's easy to break something. And we are going to reset here. And I believe we'll keep it outside because it's much more complicated to drive from the steering wheel view. You can see that this is really abrupt. I was pretty sure I was going to hit the truck with the rear axle. You need to get it in such a way that the wheel goes over the wheel, over the rock. So this is a pretty insane angle, but as you can see, my 4x4 works pretty well. So if you go slowly enough, you can still keep the control. Sometimes it's really good if you go back a little bit and choose a slightly different line. I believe we do have a trail here, so that's good. We're going to take this trail and see where we get. So this is a pretty dangerous situation where you're going to be at an angle like that, and I also have to turn to the left, but hopefully they won't tip over. Right now the front right wheel is going to go up. Oops, that's almost tipping over. So once the rear wheel is going to come off this rock, we should be okay. But the truck doesn't seem to want to put this wheel down, so let's see if we back up. Yeah, okay. So starting. Okay, so that was a bit frightening, but we got it right. So let's see if our approach angle is good enough for this. Yeah, we will be touching on that side, but we should be okay. And our departure angle, same as the approach angle. I'm gonna sit on the back. That is good. So I can see these arrows pointing downwards, which means if we want to get to that rinky dink, we need to go down this path. But we kind of need to set up before going down, because if you just turn at this angle, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna end well. So let's unlock the diffs a bit so that we can turn easier. Okay. So then descending is even harder than ascending, because you can lose it pretty easily. We don't have any kind of hill descent control, and only braking, so we really need to go slowly. Also, you can see I'm lifting a rear tire, and even though I'm braking, the car is kind of sliding downwards. So this is really steep angle. So let's see, I believe we have to go a bit on this rock so that we don't lean on one side. But also, so right now I'm pressing the brake completely. Also, when we come off this rock, yeah, we need to do it gently. Same for this other rock, the driver's side. So this is kind of the real angle of the car. Right now I'm pressing the brake completely, and you can see it's still creeping down. I don't really even get it. Let's see if we press the handbrake too. Yeah, that's gonna break it completely. Wow, this is even steeper. So hopefully you won't tip over here. And also coming up this rock won't be that pretty. You might need to accelerate a little bit to coming up this rock. As I told you. Okay. I have to lift off the brake there in order not to push the back over and tip the car on its roof. Same situation right here. Not even sure if you can go up this route. We might try it. Okay, so I have to reduce the brakes. Okay. That could have ended badly if we hit this rock. So I see the trail takes us this way. And there's no other way. Okay. So let's see. We need to be careful which rocks we take so that we don't get high centered. You might need to lock the diffs again. Yeah, let's knock on the rear. So you can see that my front bumper is catching into the rock. I'm gonna take a slightly different line. And hopefully we'll be able to ride on top of the rock without going into this space in between the rocks. Okay. So I believe when this rear wheel is going to come off the truck, we're going to hit the door on this rock on the right side, but I'm not sure there's a different line you can take here. I'm gonna try to go up the wall here, but I'm not sure it's gonna work. So I think we're okay on this side, so I should try to go back on this rock and go left a little bit more. Okay, so both the wheels are on the rocks, so that's fine. Okay. So all these rocks are pretty big, and my four-wheel drive is not really a rock crawler, but I guess that's the ultimate test. That's why we're doing this video, to see if we can manage on this terrain with how I built it. And that's not a nice angle. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to hit that mirror. Yep, there it goes. But as they say in off-roading, whenever you get parts that come off, it means that they shouldn't have been installed in the first place. So losing parts is part of the experience, unless you do something important and you get stranded. But so this is a really slow process. I'm not even sure if this is still the path that we were on, but looking at these tire marks on the ground, I believe we're okay. And of course I could go faster through here, but I don't really want to destroy the whole car. Let's see, there's a big boulder in front of us. I think we should go right. I'm not sure if it's visible on the camera, but I'm driving basically with two legs, one on the accelerator and one on the brake. I believe this is much easier in an automatic when you really want to have a lot of control, because just by switching between acceleration and brake with your right leg is going to lose a lot of time in which your car is going to slide into something. But as you can see, it's a pretty good car and it's working pretty nicely. So I believe we passed those big rocks, but of course we shouldn't speak too early. That's the rear diff. Not really good to hit stuff with it, but it should be okay if you don't hit it too hard. And I was telling you about the rear diff, because we've got the live axle in the back, it's kind of unavoidable to not hit the rear diff because it's just hanging in there in the middle. In the front we have independent suspension, so the front diff is hidden, at least it's not hanging down, and we have some more clearance between the suspension arms. Okay, this is weird. Here. As you saw again, we lifted both rear wheels, but we got down. So we can switch back to rear-wheel drive. And I can also unlock the rear diff. Although on this surface it's not an issue to drive with the diff blocked, because it should be pretty slippery from the sand. But if you're driving on rocks and the compacted dirt, you should unlock the diffs so that you don't break something. It would be interesting to see how this looks in VR. This movement, it's probably going to make you dizzy. I would like to experience that, so maybe I should also switch to 4-wheel drive so that we have better traction. These bumps are not easy on the suspension, and also going 40. But we do want to test the car, so I'm actually going to drive how you would drive in real life. Although some people drive like this in real life too. It's also important not to hit banks while you're turning, because that might make you tip over. Okay, so this is the rinky dink, and I'm gonna show you how it is to drive on this trail, and I believe after this trail we're going to end. So we're visiting, I don't know actually, how do I really drive with no diffs stocked, and I'll show you from the outside. Oh, it seems our rear window opened. If it stays closed, it means we didn't bend anything on those bumps, but as you can see it doesn't stay closed, so this means we did bend some part of the bed. So let's see if we can do this in rear-wheel drive. I'm pretty confident we can, but I'm not doing this with front-wheel drive cars, rear-wheel drive cars that don't have any kind of off-road setup, so for this one it should be a breeze. Okay, so as I told you, pretty easy. So let's do a celebration donut. Doesn't really look like a donut. So it seems the front wheels don't really have grip when accelerating so hard. So let's try with the open diff. Usually locking the diff helps, but yeah, I guess that's not going to work. Let's try in four-wheel drive with all the diffs locked. But it does seem that we bent something on the steering. Yeah, let's try this side. As you can see, the engine is overheating this one. But of course, we're not doing something like this now Mustang. You can see a lot of being damaged, and of course, when you hit rocks, you can damage a lot of stuff. So, okay. While this is cleaning and smoking, we're gonna end the live stream right here. I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe we'll do it again. So stay tuned and subscribe to see what's going to come next. Okay, so see you next time. Have a nice evening.